I live just outside of Yachats, up the Yachats River with my 2 dogs. Woody and Mo are a bonded pair of brothers. They're white terrier mixes that I adopted a year and a half ago. Woody is the first one out the door into the car. Mo is the first one out onto the trail. I noticed that Woody had a lump on his head. I started to get worried. He wasn't as interested in trails. He started to slow down. Things got bad, really bad. He would fall over, then sort of pick himself up, bewildered, and then he had a seizure. All I could do was just hold him until it was done. The seizure was the moment when I said, "You need to get up and drive tomorrow morning to an emergency vet." When I came to DoveLewis, my heart was growing up and up in my chest, and I was so worried. I got to look at the tumor. I could see how it was placed in the brain. I could see where it had eaten away at the bone. It was a thorough and careful discussion. There were no easy choices. Eke out his life for a while on steroids and then put him down gently. Subject him to radiation therapy with not the best sorts of outcomes. Or there was the possibility of surgery. All of the expected outcomes were based on handfuls of cases. So many things could happen here. I went home and thought, I'm not ready to give this dog up. He's young. This is a tumor that could possibly be removed. So I chose the surgery, and it was very scary.
Woody's case was unique because his tumor was growing over both sides of his skull. He needed the entire portion of his skull removed. It was overlaying a vascular structure, which, if damaged, is irreplaceable. We were able to mold titanium mesh so that it created a skull structure affixed to the remaining bone in his head. Using this mesh to replace such a large structure takes a lot of skill and preparation. From radiology to neurology, ICU care, as well as our critical care specialists, everyone pitched in. It was incredibly useful to be able to, both in the surgery and after surgery, walk to another room within the building, take a bag of blood or blood product that Woody needed in the moment to help him recover safely. Without having all of those resources, it would be very challenging to have a surgery as extensive as this be a success.
The moment that I knew everything was going to be okay was when they brought him out and he looked up and wagged his tail. Baby, your tail is wagging, sweetheart. Oh, look at your tail. I am so happy. Look at you. On the way home, he's still barking at dogs on the street. So all of these things said to me, you've made the right choice.
The whole team was incredibly grateful to see him not only recover fully, but recover quickly. It was incredibly validating after all the planning that had gone into it.
We'll go get some food, maybe, okay? Are you hungry? You're hungry?
What gave me hope was how very engaged the staff was in the well-being of this dog. They really cared to take extra steps to make sure that both I and the dog made it through this whole ordeal as positively as possible. It was one of the most heartening parts of the whole process.
I personally traveled across the country to live and work here. It's very important to me to work at a nonprofit facility that has the resources to be able to offer this standard of care. Each day we walk in through these doors, we know that that was all made possible by donors, and we're able to then pay that forward to the community.
I'm looking forward to going outdoors with my dog without worrying all the time, taking some road trips with him. That's something I've got years of now, which I didn't last fall. I love the fact that the two of them together are going to be off and chasing each other around and snuggling up at night, yeah. If I hadn't brought Woody to DoveLewis for this, I don't think he would have been alive right now.